Be making an easy tres leches cake. Takes about 10 ingredients total. Super fast, super easy. The longest part of it all is the chill time, and that is solely to let all the flavors set in. So there's really no wrong way per se to like eat it before a certain amount of time. I mean, to each their own, but it is recommended to let it chill for 6 hours. I will be making this specific like box cake mix because my mother-in-law, my suegra, she likes the spice box cake. So we're gonna do this one as a tres leches attempt. And then I will be also making like the whipped cream from scratch. So I'm gonna do a rundown of the ingredients of what you'll need. Please excuse any noise from movies playing, yelling in the background. Like I said, I have 5 kids, so it's kind of hard to keep them occupied for a long period of time. And then also please excuse my mess pretty much anywhere in my kitchen. I'm doing a little bit of a summer decluttering, organizing, so stuff in my house is kind of everywhere. So let's get to the ingredients so we can go ahead and make this cake. Alright, so like I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a boxed spice cake mix. My mother-in-law really enjoys this cake, so since it is her birthday, we will be doing this cake today, which calls for 3 eggs, a half a cup of vegetable oil, and 1 cup of water. Today I'm also going to be using a different like disposable pan to put it in. And that's just because I will be taking it from my house to her house. And then we just want to just kind of like throw it away, not have to worry about taking it out of the pan and cleaning it and then taking it back, because I own glassware, so to prevent anything from breaking. So I will be using this pan here, which is technically just a foil pan, and then it comes with a top to put it in. I will be using Pam to line the pan with to prevent any sticking. I have a handheld whisk. We have, for the filling, you will need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 12, I think this is 12 ounces, 12 ounce of the evaporated milk, and then a 14-ounce can of lechera, which is sweetened condensed milk. And then for the whipping cream, it's very simple. You use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, confectioners sugar, and then I believe it's 1 teaspoon, which is the smaller, not this spoon, it's a smaller one, of vanilla extract. And then of course you need your bowl. And since I will be using this instead of a non-stick pan or a glass pan, instead of 350 degrees, I will be heating my oven to 325 and allow that to preheat. Alright, so I'm going to start putting all the ingredients together for the cake first. So we did the cake mix. I'm going to crack 3 eggs. We got a half a cup of vegetable oil. And 1 cup of water. Now we're just going to mix these 4 ingredients together. And I take these off immediately and put them in water in the sink if I'm not going to wash them first. Otherwise, just wash them right away. Alright, so we got that all put together. And this cake is sort of like a cinnamon cake. I guess that's what it is. Make sure we get any of the cake mix powder that is in places that the mixer doesn't go into. Looks good. And I do want to add that I am in no way, shape, or form a professional chef or baker. This may not be the traditional way. It may not be with ingredients everybody likes. But these are for the most part, these are the traditional ingredients everybody would use. Aside from either if you want to do this with the homemade cake mix or a different type of box cake mix. So this is just my way of things. Again, to each their own. But yeah, and I also want to add that I do not eat tres leches cake, but I will make it for anybody who requests it. So yeah, we got that done. And so I'm going to grab that aluminum pan and I'm going to line it with the pan baking spray. So I just get all the sides and then give a good coat to the bottom. We are going to throw this cake mix into the pan. Again, if you're not going to wash this right away, just put it in the sink with some water to soak, so that way you don't have to be scrubbing them later harder. Alright, I'm going to grab the oven is already preheated, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in the oven. This is a different type of pan than I normally use, so I'm just going to put it for the typical 13 by 9 pan, which is what I would use, is 28 to 33 minutes. So I typically do them for like 25 and then check it, because again, every oven is different. So like when I bake cakes in my oven compared to when I bake them at my in-laws, one does them faster than the other one, even at the same temperature. So since this is a different pan, I'm just going to do it for 20 minutes and then we'll give it a check and see, and then kind of just do like 5-minute increments from there if it is not completed. So I'm going to set my timer here for 20 minutes. And let that go. And then we're going to work on the filling, which again, the filling is like the milk-based filling that is needed to make the cake what it is, moist. So again, that's 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, and then a 14-ounce can of lechera or anything similar, which is sweetened condensed milk. So let me grab something for that. Yeah, so let's do this. I have my 1 cup in here, so we're gonna do 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. don't know if that'll, there it goes. And then we do 1 cup. And actually there is probably 1/8 of a cup. So I'm just gonna toss that in just so I can toss this out. I have another one which will be needed for the whipping cream. So that was about 1 1/8 of a cup. We're going to do a full can. Make sure to shake well of the evaporated milk. We're just going to add the full can in. And you can whisk this at any time in between or at the end. I just do it at the end. So we're gonna do a 14-ounce can of lechera, which is a sweetened condensed milk. This is the lechera. It's really thick. So I'm just gonna add that in. While scraping the sides so we can make sure we get as much of it as we can. This is what gives the cake its sweetness besides what is in the cake mix batter. Alright, and with this one I'm going to use a hand whisk because I won't do the whipping cream until the cake is done and cooled, and that is because it takes like 2-3 minutes to make it, and you don't want it to get hot because then it just gets looser. So just do a hand whisk to incorporate the heavy whipping cream, the evaporated milk, and the lechera. Make sure they're all mixed well together, especially because the lechera is so thick. That is done. So I will be back as soon as we can take the cake out of the oven and check it. Alright, so the timer just went off, and that is the 20-minute time. So I'm going to give it a quick check and see if it is done. If not, we will add 5 more minutes. Definitely not done yet, because right when you pull the tray out to check it, it is still liquidy. You can see like the center of the cake is still cooking. So we will add 5 more minutes and then check back. All right, the 5-minute timer to check the cake for a second time is going off. So we are going to go ahead and check that. Okay. So it came out clean. So, and I checked it in 3 different spots. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the oven, and then we will add the filling, because you want to add that immediately while it's still warm, so it allows for better absorption and allows the flavors to kind of fuse together. Just remove it from the oven. This is how it came out looking, so it doesn't appear that it's sticking in any way. Doesn't look like it burnt or anything. I'm going to go ahead, I already washed my hands. I'm going to go ahead and add this filling to the cake itself. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I add the filling, you must poke holes throughout the cake. So I don't do this in any specific form or anything. I just poke a bunch of holes. Okay, and this actually isn't very hot. So as you can see, I literally just poked a bunch of holes randomly throughout the cake. Now what I'm going to do is pour the filling in. And I kind of start going around the cake to get all the edges, and then I will go in the center. And I do not wait for it to soak through or do anything like that. I kind of just pour it because as I let it sit there, it does absorb it. So let me see if I could show you guys. So it is like literally soaking it up. And then I wait about 5 minutes before I refrigerate it. And I'm going to put the lid on and refrigerate probably for today 3 hours. I started this really late because not all the stores carry this spice cake mix, and I'm kind of close to 3 Walmarts. 2 of them don't carry it, so I had to go on a hunt and I found one. But by the time that I found it, I don't have that 6-hour waiting period by the time the baking and the cooling starts. So it will probably be in for about 2 to 2.5 hours of cooling, and then I will do the whipping cream and apply that. And then I'm not going to add any toppings specifically to the cake, but I will be bringing some with me so that whomever chooses to eat it can apply their own toppings, because everybody that will be inside that household is extremely picky. So again, I'll just be bringing all that with me so that they can add those toppings to their own slice. So yeah, if you can see here, it got a lot heavier, but it literally has absorbed it already. So I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator for, I want to say probably about 2 hours. And then I'll do the whipping cream and then probably just pop it back in the refrigerator until it's time to go. Hey, so it's been just about 2 hours since we put the Tres Leches cake in the refrigerator to cool and absorb all those flavors. So right now I'm going to start on the whipped cream. It's a simple whipped cream topping, just gives it that extra sweetness. It's just 1 cup of the heavy whipping cream. You got 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar or confectioner sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So what you're going to do, and I'm going to cut myself off here a little bit, but you're going to do 1 cup of this heavy whipping cream, and it's a cream that's already like sort of thick, but what you're going to do is you're going to get a cup of it, put that in a bowl. I do again prefer bowls that are a little bit like less wide and more deep. But today I'm using just these plastic ones that I have laying around, again, because I'm cleaning and organizing, so stuff is kind of not in my where I can get to it at the moment. So you put that in there with the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This stuff is very strong, so you have to be careful. And then you're going to whip that together until it is thick. I'm going to whisk this with the handheld electric one until it is thick, and then I will slowly start adding in some of this little by little until it's like a thick, fluffy, thick and fluffy. Mom. So I'm gonna throw these in some water. You wanna come in? You can come. You can come in. Okay, so this is what the whipping cream looks like. You can also add food coloring to it if you want to bring some color to it. It's very light. It's not overly sweet, but it does add some more sweetness to the cake. So I'm just going to put that on the cake here. And I literally just lay it all on there, and then I try to fix it a little. Once it's dry, put the soap on it. You're welcome. Are you yelling over here? Who are you yelling at? I don't lay it out in any certain way. I kind of just try to get all the edges here. And do it to where like you can't see the brown part of the cake. So this is what it is looking like here. So again, no certain way, I just kind of poured it all on there. And then just spread it all out. I'm going to put the top on it, and I'm going to put it back into the refrigerator until it is time to go. I will be bringing, again, it's the marca, the brand of La Lechera, but it's a caramel that you can like drizzle over it. Some chopped pecans, and then some sliced strawberries as well, so whoever wants to add it on top of their cake can do so. I will show you that caramel drizzle. Give me 1 second. So this is it. It is the brand La Lechera. It's a milk-based caramel, or I guess, yeah, it's called dulce de leche. So I'll be bringing this along as well. That will be it. I will record a small clip once I probably not record a clip, but I will probably insert a picture of a slice of cake just so you can get an idea of what it looks like after. Obviously it's probably not the prettiest, but I've just started making this and everybody loves it, even the picky eaters who don't. They literally don't like anything. And so I've been making this left and right for probably the last month and a half. Again, I don't eat this, so I don't really know, but I did try just so I could taste like the the whipped cream to make sure it wasn't overly sweet, so it was a good flavor. If you stay tuned, I will have another video, sort of baking video. I will be making some, or trying out this this unicorn cake pop press. This is because, well, I'm the prettiest. The way they don't form very well for me, or stick very well, I guess. So I'm going to give this a shot. I will be doing a video trying it out, letting you know how I like it, seeing my results, whether it's a pass or fail. And then we will have more videos to come. Any videos that you would like to see, please just let me know down in the comments, or I will link my Instagram. You can also DM me any recipes you would like to see or you would like me to try. I do stick more American, Mexican, but we can kind of, you know, try some things out too. I will also have meal prepping videos coming soon. Some know, some don't. Obviously, if you're new or you don't know me, I am a bariatric patient, meaning I had Roux-en-Y gastric bypass a few years ago. So I will be meal prepping, and I will be showing you some of the meals that I prep. They are pretty basic, but for me, since I am a little bit on the picky side, I will be showing you what it is I will eat, or what agrees with me, because there's some things that just they don't go down very well. So I pretty much make myself sick if I attempt it. So I kind of just stick to the basic stuff that I know works for me. So I'll be showing you a little bit of that. Again, if there's anything you guys want me to try, anything you want to see, even if it's not cooking or baking related, let me know down in the comments below, and we will arrange those videos. So do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Please share, hit the notification bell, so that way every time that I post a video you will be notified. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon.